very good evening to all of you. This is Bimal Kaur here, and on the behalf of all the members of Hey Foodie, I would like to welcome our today's guest, Miss Reji Varghese. He is the principal of MGM Secondary High School, Bokaro Steel City. He is the principal for last 17 years and also presented a paper in Assembly of World Christian Council held in Harare, Zimbabwe, and was a guest faculty in Orthodox Theological Seminary, Nagpur, and, and attended a principal leadership workshop in UK, and also a CBSE training coordinator, Bokaro region. Welcome, sir, and thank you very much for joining us. Now I'd like to call our host, and she will take the session further. Thank you, sir. Healthy chat with you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Father, and a very warm welcome to you on Healthy Chat with Hey Foodie.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Before we start the session, I would like to tell you something about what is Hey Foodie. So, Hey Foodie is a platform through which we are spreading awareness about healthy food, healthy eating habits. We have come out in a way of service provider. We are vocal for the local. The foods which we make or the foods which we deliver to our customers are 100% homemade and made in full supervision of hygiene. And we also believe that if our customers are getting food, their mind and their heart both should be satisfied. So this is a glimpse of Hey Foodie. On that note, let's start today's Healthy Chat show with Hey Foodie, which is theme-based. And the theme is live, love, and love.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. So,
first of all, I'm extremely happy to be part of this Hey Foodie campaign, and that too in today's webinar, which is having a vibrant topic: live, love, and love. So it's my privilege and pleasure to be part of the foodie family, and I thank you all from my heart that you have chosen me to be a speaker for the today's session. Now the floor is open for you to ask questions with regard to
thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. It's a great pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, Vidisha.
Yeah, sir. So when we talk about live, and under live, many factors comes. But before that, I would like to grab your attention towards today's mode of living. 90% of the world population is surviving, not living. And there is a big difference between the survival and living. So how would you talk about this and highlight the reason behind this?
The very concept of living itself, we have to have a rethink about it. Life, what God has given to us, is such a beautiful and the grace of God that He has given all the amenities to live and asked us to live to the fullest. When we browse to the Bible, Jesus said that I have come to give you life in abundance. When he says that life in abundance means it is not to live a life with all sorts of worries, tensions, but a life full of the positiveness, full of enjoying each and every moment and making it a life full of happiness. As you look into the scriptures of all religion, the Purpose of life is to make the earth a beautiful place to live. If you have that understanding, you will make every moment a beautiful, not only for you, but for others also. As you said that most of the old people are suffering, are not caring. It is because we are thinking about ourselves, our happiness. If you take the life of Lord Rama, can you find at any point of life he was able to enjoy life in its fullness?
No, sir.
He tried to make others' life, uh, and for that he has sacrificed his life. If you
Right.
take life of Jesus, life of Buddha, he sacrificed. They all sacrificed their life and tried to make the life of others uh, more profound. Hello, can you hear?
Yes, yes, sir. I can absolutely hear you.
Because in my screen it has gone out of. Uh, so what I am telling that. Hello. Yes.
Continue,
Now it
Father.
is.
I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
listening to you.
Yeah. They
Okay.
all tried. They all tried to make others' life beautiful, and while making others' life beautiful, their life become profound. See, if each individual in a family think about others, then we can make the life a beautiful place, or the earth a beautiful place to live. And our life also will become one of the best experience in this life or in this earth. So we are here to make others' life beautiful. And in that, you experience the beauty of our life itself. So when you talk about the religious understanding, uh, here what the Hindu scriptures say, Aham Brahmasmi, to find out self and realize that you are part of that greater soul who is Brahma. So when you realize that you are a part of greater soul and you have a great mission to do in this uh, small earth, then you find everything beauty in it, and you try to create beauty in each and every aspect of your life you encounter with, and that is what we want. When we try to look into our elders, we find ourselves now as a burden for our society, but we forget that we are also moving to that particular stage. Each day we are moving from one particular stage to another, and one day we will be standing in their place. If I am not able to scaffold them at this time, I may not get the scaffolding from my children. So in India, we have a good culture of joint family system, which we are now trying to uh, uh, find it as a burden, or trying to see it as something which is hindering upon our life. In fact, each individual have its own life of freedom and have the freedom to enjoy also. But taking into consideration of the elders, we find that we are not only making their life beautiful, we are saving our life for future also a beautiful one. So it is always our responsibility to look things in that direction and that dimension. We have to give confidence to our elders that we are at their back. They never want to come along with us wherever, which all place we go, but we want to make sure that At home also they may also feel that that particular uh, a sense of belonging at home, and sense of a care and concern for them whenever they require. So if that particular aspect they feel within, then they may not feel a loneliness, or they may not feel that they are being totally sidelined, and they may have they are living the end part of life, or the end part of their innings in a total tragic, or in a total a mental what do you call, a mental stagnation, or mental asylum, what they within a home they may feel. So that type of thought process we have to
Sorry.
avoid, and that type of thought process we have to keep away and win over them, and then only we can see that our older generation may feel more confidence. And for that we have to work hard. We have to think of our society. A change has to come, and that too the younger generation has to think, because nowadays because of nuclear family we don't have that ethical part. In the school also we are only going through the syllabus. Apart from that we are not giving them much moral values. But earlier days we have folklores, we have a lot of epics. Through that we learn how to remain as a family. But nowadays we are not uh, having that opportunity, uh, and we are not utilizing the opportunity what we had earlier also. Yes.
Right, Father, absolutely right. By giving us some of the religious example, you very well portrayed the struggle of human from living to survival. I'm really glad to hear that from you. Thank you so much. Well,
Yes.
since we're talking about living and how to live. For living a healthy lifestyle is very important, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, according to you, how can one maintain it?
See, the from very childhood we learn the purpose of education is the overall development of a human being. But what we are doing as a part of education, we are just uh, gaining some information. Apart from that, we are not looking a life into fullness. Now suddenly we start realizing that because of the corona, which has put everyone into a lockdown situation. COVID-19 has really a given a chance to introspect ourselves and to find out the lacunas within us. Now we know that we should have a healthy uh, lifestyle, not only physical health, the uh, eating habits also, as well as a healthy family life also. We should have a healthy spiritual life also. All these factors when come together, then only we can have a healthy and balanced life. For everything you take it. If it goes to the other extreme, you'll find that that particular uh, uh, aspect will totally put us into a danger zone. So if you eat more, you will become not only become a glutton, it will in the longer run it will medically affect you. And even if you do too much exercise also, it will really affect your physical health. So everything should be a balance. And that's why our older people used to tell us that don't laugh too much, because they are afraid of laughing too much, because if you laugh too much,
Right.
the negative of it, that there may be it may be followed by a sorrow incident. So
Right.
you should keep always a balanced understanding. But what I feel is that what all things you do it from your heart. When you eat food, you love eating, not for the sake of eating you eat food. You you enjoy eating. When you work out, you think that it is for my health and it is for my well-being. I am doing it. When you pray, it is not that you may get something. You may become a balanced personality. That's why you want to pray. It's not that you may gain something. You may have a balanced understanding. You may able to have a good relationship with others. So the power, the positive power, when we pray, we always think that some positive power may come, and that positive power will enable you to travel your rest of the journey in a more comfortable way. So living is always should be a balanced, and you should think everything in a balanced way. Then you will find that things are going fine, and to the expectation what you want to.
Right, Father. We all are absolutely making a note of whatever you're saying because it's very knowledgeful and it's very learning. So again, a heartfelt thank to you for
My pleasure.
getting us through things this way. If we talk about love, which is another most essential element which all human require. But as my point of view, what I have noticed, and I guess a lot of people here will agree out with me, that we are losing a sense of humanity. And losing a sense of humanity means losing love, respect, and care for not only humans, but for animals, for nature. And that's the reason we are suffering. You can say COVID-19 is a punishment. So, what you have to say about what is importance of love and how can it affect life of a person or anything? So, over to you.
See, suffering and uh, well-being both are part of life. From the beginning of humanity, you find that there are suffering also, as well as there are good times. Uh, it is how we overcome all these situations is that what matters. Is not, if you see that, if you go on taking the negative aspect of life, you find that from the beginning of the human existence or the creation itself, there are a lot of calamities, there are a lot of human sufferings. In the Nazi war, you find that millions of Jews being slaughtered like anything. In the crusade, where you find that millions of Muslims and millions of Christians be slaughtered. In when you go through the Indian history, the Hindus been slaughtered because of the Mughal invasion and their rule. You find that even the Indian history, where people of uh, our own uh, particular genre fighting with each other. In that way, many lives were lost because of it. What Lord Buddha says, desire is the cause of every suffering, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you have a desire to do more than what you want, more than what you aspire for, then it starts reverting it back in a negative way. If you aspire for good things, goodness will come. But when you aspire something in a negative manner, then you will find that negativity comes more, and that will engulf you in one way or other. I will tell you a small example. See, you said that the love part is losing. Why it is losing? It is because we want ourselves to be loved, and not we want to share love. Love is always sharing and caring, rather than accumulating. It is like a water in the well. The more you share, the more sweeter it will become. The more it remains stagnant, it will go on getting contaminated, and it will totally lose its sweetness. I will tell you an incident. I was in Kuwait for 3 years, and that you know that Kuwait is a Muslim country, and there I was there as a priest, looking after the members of our community. Morning, I used to go to a small garden in front of my flat and do my workouts and all. I used to watch every day an Indian lady bringing atta filled with in a polythene, and used to give it to the ants. And this is a daily practice. So at the first sight, it may you may feel that what a foolishness she is doing. Even if she doesn't feel whether the ants may not leave. But if you take the condition of a country of like Middle East country like Kuwait, you'll find that it is totally hot country, as well as the temperature over there may reach up till 50 degrees. So a dry climate, everywhere artificial greenery. Apart from that, you will not find much vegetation over there. So it always surprised me, that particular incident. And I used to think that suppose one day, if that lady is not able to come to that garden and not able to feed this ant, that ants will on that day cry to the creator because they are not being fed. So in a way, while feeding this ant, she is not only taking care of that particular small creatures, on the other hand, she is doing this act as an act of prayer too, so that when she is having that help to feed that particular creature, that creatures will look to her for food every day. And one day, if she is not able to come, or she fell sick, that creatures will start looking into the creator and pray for that particular lady. So it is an exchange of your not only love, but exchange of your total prayer and worship in a form in which we adore our creator itself. So what I feel is that what we see, uh, the big uh, uh, grandeur way of celebrating in temple or mosque, in a church. These celebrations have nothing to do with religiosity. It is only a great reality show what we are having. The actual prayer is happen when you do something with your fullest uh, uh, devotion, and which comes out from your heart as a means of prayer. When you love someone, when you give a helpful hand to someone, it becomes a prayer. That's why Mother Teresa always uh, said that when I serve the least of this particular uh, human being, I feel that I am serving my Lord. So this is what our Indian culture also teaches. When we serve uh, any animal, when we serve some people, those who are afflicted with, we consider it as a means to show our adoration towards the God, the Creator, because we are here to uh, look after. God has given us two hands, two eyes, and a beautiful body. It's not to waste out for our own selfish need. It is for doing something good. That is what the scriptures of all religion teaches us. Even you look into the quotes of great gurus and great saints, you find such type of words
Right, sir.
yeah, in all these scriptures. Uh, According to Chinmayananda, happiness depends on what you can give and not on what you can get.
Take,
It is not.
yes.
It is not what you can get. When we love someone, when we become or we aspire for happiness, it is not to get something. When we give something, you feel that the fullest of your happiness uh, is evolved in that. Uh, for example, if you try to help someone who is down in the street, uh, who is looking for uh, your help, after giving that, you feel a lot of satisfaction. You may not, you may feel that even I have not taken my share of lunch today, but I feel satisfied because food is not everything. Food, what we think that eating food is what gives us satisfaction. If someone serves you food without any love in it, you may not able to enjoy a single grain what been served in your palate. So it is what we get uh, in the form of love that makes you your life fullness. When your parents, when our dear ones give a gift to us, when in that love is there, you find that mm, uh, accepting that gift itself become or make you full, because you feel that you are being cared, you are being loved, you are being understood. If somebody gives you gift for the sake of gift, you will not appreciate, and you will not even like to use that gift, because in that there is no concern. So uh, love is something which you can give, and by giving you may get in abundance.
Right,
Yes,
right, Father. Thank you so much. Well, I have someone from the audience who would like to ask you a question. So
yes,
I
of
give
course.
it over to him. Anand sir, over to you.
Father, good evening, Father.
Good evening, Anand.
Father, actually, the point which you have mentioned right now only. So, really, it's touched my heart that if someone gives a food with love, it will be very much efficacious for the body and
Yes,
for the heart. So,
yes,
in the same thought and same way, there is one quote in Sanskrit which is
yes,
Tanmana Bhojangat Chitta. So
yes,
there
yes,
it's like the way means if the food is cooking by a mother for his son, and mother is
yes,
thinking that this food will be eaten by my son, so the love
yes.
of the mother is on that food. Okay,
Exactly,
while the
exactly.
cooking and while the son is eating that food, he is thinking that okay, my mother has cooked me for this, and he is thinking that one, and he is having that food. So the love
Yes,
and effort will be there in the same in terms of it will be also help to boost the immunity. It will be also help to put to give exactly what energy is required in a body.
exactly.
And
And for example,
yes, sir.
for example, if in a day, suppose one day you were not there, your father is not there at home, you find that your mother uh, have not cooked on that day because she may not find any joy in cooking and any joy in eating. So that is the difference. She is always cooking for his children. He is always cooking for his husband. He is cooking for others, and in that she find joy and satisfaction, and that is the immunity what we are gaining. The food mixed with love that gives us extra amount of energy because
Yes,
in that positivity is there.
yes,
Yes,
brother.
continue.
Thank
Yes, father.
Continue,
So
continue with,
yes,
continue with your question.
in our Hey Foodie, I am from Hey Foodie only. So
Yes,
in our Hey
yes,
Foodie, we are working on this model only. Ki, we are not giving them childrens only a food, because food is which they can get from anywhere. But apart from food,
exactly,
also we are giving a love to them, and a home cooked food completely. The taste of that food, the love of that food, which is how they make it, we are giving you like that. That's why this is my point, sir. Thank you.
sir. Sir, Anand,
Yes, yes, father.
one thing we all have to understand that if you are on a particular profession, you are serving, you are in a profession in which you are a promoter of foodie, you are trying to give a healthy atmosphere, a healthy eating habit to the common public. If in that if you have a good intention, if you are there to uh, transform the society through your particular your thought process, your idea, your your concept, then 100% that will become a positive energy. If you are there to do only a business, you will find that it ends up in a business rather than an attachment.
Correct, father.
See,
Right, right, sir. Yes,
when we go out for go out for food in a restaurant, the very first thing what you see or look around is how well they are serving, how well they are communicating with you, how well they are attending to your needs, and how beautifully they present the thing what they are having. Even though you find some fault in it, you will appreciate and try to give your all credit to that particular people or the person who is serving you. So, in a way, the profession what we are, if we do things with our full heart and full mind, with our full soul, you find that that particular profession become a worship, that particular profession will become a service, and in that you will find the fullness of your destination.
Yes, Father.
Thank
Yes,
you so
Father.
much for putting your question forward, and thank you, sir, Father, for answering it. With this, we come towards the end of our show. Thank you so much for sparing your time to us. It was really a very sourceful, knowledgeable, and spiritual interaction with you. We are really honored. The whole Hey Foodie family thanks you for being there. You will
I,
be
I
receiving, yes, sir.
Yeah, I am equally honored by the Hey Foodie family. I thank my host Vidisha Priya, Vimal Kaur, Anand, and the entire team, those who are here to have an interaction like this. I really enjoyed this session. I also appreciate your campaign of giving a healthy uh, diet and promote healthy diet among the students, healthy diet among the society, because as you know that we are moving towards a junk society. When we talk about junk, uh, in my backyard there is a junk or junkyard, we say that junk food
Right,
system.
sir.
Junk
Right, sir.
food system will in fact will lead us to a junk
Yes.
society. We should our all our scriptures, all our ancient traditions says that what we eat will reflect what person you are. So if you want to be a person with full and perfect personality, then you should have a balanced uh, lifestyle. And in that, a food culture plays a lot of